Hi, beautiful people. Hello, Waterher family. This video is specifically for the ladies today. The fellas, you guys are open to welcome the chat as well and see if you're not him, okay? Or like I said, this can be gender. Oh, I didn't say it here. I said it on TikTok, but this can be gender neutral. Some of them can be applied both ways, where she's not her. But first and foremost, let me just tap in with y'all, say how y'all doing. I miss y'all. I know it's been a while. I've been moving around, doing other things, getting back to my routine of things here. So I'm very excited to be back, to be connected with you all, to do what I love and love what I do. And I love you. And I thank you for listening to me, watching me, supporting me, following me, my journey, keeping up, like connecting. I really appreciate y'all. All right, I'm just locking my bird in there because my bird and me were having some technical issues before we could get this started. Um, Hello, sweet people. Um, Anyways, but yeah, I wanted to talk about this because I feel like love relationships. I'm 26 years old. This is something that is obviously a part of my lifestyle. It's things that people want to know about what's going on. And I found some courage recently to kind of like open up and share some things. Because of TikTok, TikTok be asking me questions and just like picking my mind. So I'm like, okay, like let's talk about it. And people in general like my discussions or my insight that I share. So this is what today's topic is going to be about. The signs that he's not him. Well, the first sign, the very first sign is he employed? All right, all right, all right, all right. Listen, now this is obvious, right? Is he employed? But today, employment is all kinds of things to people. So when we say employment, we need to know salaries. We need to know salaries, and we need to know if they're self-sufficient, right? It's providing enough means for them to provide for themselves, okay? Because what they gonna do for you if they're not even doing it for themselves, right? Anyways, so first sign, he's unemployed. He's not him. He's not him. And I know this because a lot of y'all be trying to hang on to those not him dusties that I don't care what it is they look like, got what other things they do or who they know, blase, blase. Down the road, when your children start to look at you and your life decisions, they're going to be very disappointed that you didn't choose a husband or a man who can make sure that the bag was secure for generations to come. All right, that's the time we on. Anyways, we all trying to get put up, right? We trying to get put up. We're not trying to be broken down. All right, we ain't trying to struggle love with nobody. All right, you get me? And look, honestly, people, money is an important aspect of relationships. We need to just break the stigma or the discomfort around requiring or holding men accountable to being providers. This is a common topic that we hear and see people talking about, anyways, when it comes to coaching women on how to navigate and maneuver the dating scene, because there's a lot of feelings and time that is wasted on people who are not serious, who are not prepared, who are giving fake promises, who are doing things purely for validation in the moment, but have no long term, or not even that they don't have long term vision, but they don't have any longevity to be able to sustain anything past a short time, right? Because they're they're not developed enough, they're immature, right? They're not where they need to be, and that is not our problem as women. Second sign that he's not him, guys, y'all can listen, make sure you're not on this list. Second sign he's not him, he makes himself the prize. What do I mean by that? Well, we can walk through a bunch of scenarios, but if you are noticing at any point that you are giving more, giving more compliments, giving more attention, giving more effort, giving more just room in your emotions, which arguably I would say, and I'm learning this too, that a man shouldn't even have access to emotions unless they are providing for you or stepping up to show you why they can make such a big difference in your life. Like it should just be like, I can't ignore this man because he's literally showing the difference that he would make in my life, and he's going all out for me. And wow, like this is something to emotionally react to. Honestly, truly, come on. Like that would generally have you feeling some type of way if somebody's in your life showing you that they're here for you and to help you achieve your goals. Right, ladies? Right. But if he is the other type that thinks that he's unemployed, he thinks he's the prize, um, going on to the second note here, this will manifest in ways where you are giving this man power, which means you're giving him your attention, you're giving him your love, you're giving him your good energy, you're uplifting him, you're boosting him, you're stroking that ego over and over to the point where they think that they don't even have to try for you because they think they got you locked in to them. And they think they got you so locked in that they will show you that they don't like you realistically by ignoring anything you want or may need, ignoring your feelings or considering you when it comes to their actions. Most of them will even ghost, disappear, become invisible, or disconnect, or do something abruptly to show you that they don't like you enough and they want to be centered as the prize or something that you feel obligated to chase. If a man makes you ever feel like you have to give him the attention, give him the effort, give him the energy, give any fucking thing, he's not him. Not to say that the him you want wouldn't be somebody you don't want to give to. You will. But I'm speaking of a dynamic here where somebody is intentionally creating a dynamic with you as a woman who they are pursuing, and they're now making you pursue them. He's not him. Okay, next point. Third point, I would say another sign that he's not him. This one might be a little controversial. um let me save this one. I'm not gonna make this the third one. This one might be like, this is a preference, really. Another sign that he's not him is um when he speaks about, hold on, I'm trying to formulate my thoughts because I'm like, okay, because the way I be saying things sometimes. Like, let me think before I speak this. Um, Coming off very fast, right? Old school always let us know, be watch out for them fast ones. Let's just put it like that. Watch out for them fast ones because what they trying to steal, what they trying to get without you noticing that they took, or you don't realize until after the impact has already occurred because they're moving fast, and now you feeling like you're losing control, or you feel like something is being forced upon you. People who are forceful People who are projecting heavily onto you their wants, their desires, their needs, things that they want out of you. Because first of all, he's not him if he's thinking about what he can get from you. If he's thinking about what he can get from you and not what he can give to you, and I ain't mean it sexually, I'm just saying, before he even started thinking about what he can give to you physically in that kind of intimate way, like he needs to be thinking about what can he do physically for you? Like, does he even know what you need? Has he even asked yet? Like, just what are your goals? What are you into? What's your passions? What are your interests? What is something you want to get better at this year? What are you working on? Like things like that. If uh-uh he's not him if he's thinking about what he can get out of you. So that means money. If he's thinking about what he can get from you, money. I heard this from someone else that if he's lets you pay for anything, he don't like you. Anything, he don't like you. Not to say you can't offer, because offering is nice, but a man that really likes you, he's not gonna want to let you play his part, right? He's not gonna want you to be in any kind of way treating him like he's the feminine, okay? Because that's his pleasure in treating you as the feminine. So that's what I'm saying. Like these all go together. This unemployment, um, he's the prize mentality, and now he's thinking about what he can get out of you versus what he can do for you, and he's prioritizing himself over you. So that means he's gonna say what you want to hear. He's gonna do the bare minimum. He's gonna do the bare minimum, just to lead you on, right? To keep you convinced that, oh, we're just getting to know each other. He's just warming up. Like everything is we're just moving at a natural pace. Like have you filling in the gaps, right? That this is working out, even though it's definitely not, because if it is, then the man would be leading from the front and you would know for a fact if you are what direction you are moving in with a man who is serious about investing in you, and what they expect out of a relationship, which all these things would be established because he would be leading. But when he's not leading, and he's not leading you to what you want or have mutually in common with him, and he's centering himself and what he needs in this moment, which could just be your attention, your resources that you have to offer, your affection, your time. Okay. And most of that would all be for his ego and it being stroked. So it's like the more you give, the more validation he receives. And once he's received enough, whatever that hit or supply he needed from you, um, that may be what all he needs for the fucking time being, until he needs something new, until he needs the next one and the next one and the next one, because he's not him if he don't know himself and what he wants and why he's doing what he's doing and what he's doing it for. If he does not have a sense of direction about why he chose you and what he wants to do with you, and it's not clear like mentally to you that this person definitely wants to be a provider, a person that you respect, a person that you look at seriously, because what these dusties, these bums, these losers, these not hims be doing is taking themselves way too seriously and not showing and not seeing how that doesn't by default mean that we have to take them serious either. And so they get upset because we're laughing at them, we ghost them, we get bored, we lose our attention span on them. Like, like, okay. So then they get upset because we're not taking them serious. But it's like, honestly, if he was him, he would have been taking himself seriously, which means he would have been taking his attraction or desire to pursue you seriously from the beginning to prove why he is worth being taken serious. But as soon as you see that he's playing and that he wants to be on the pedestal and that he's doing this because he needs something out of this versus what he can give you, yeah, of course that's going to be funny and usually just be unfazed. Now I would say the fifth thing, because I think that was the fourth, I'm losing track, but the fifth thing I would say that he's not him. He's not looking at you like you are the most beautiful, prettiest, softest, sweetest, rare phenomenon that he's ever witnessed. Like he's not googly eyes, lost in you, wanting to just stare and admire and enjoy you. Like he's not giddy. He's not happy and all like excited when you're around him, when you speak to him, when your presence is around. Like he's not ready to celebrate you. It's kind of like, oh, another one. Hey, girl. No, if he's treating you like an option, another one, he's not excited. He's, not buying you the flowers. He's not writing you the love notes. He's not sending you the memes to show you that he's thinking about you. This reminded you of him, or this reminded him of you. If he's not showing you that you're all that's on his mind, and he's in front of you on his phone, looking at other people, scrolling, more interested in what his group chats are talking about, sees you putting effort in, getting ready, doesn't compliment you, doesn't, show you any type of appreciation or just admiration, just doesn't want to do cute things for you, get you to, just getting you the chocolates, the flowers, or just, hey, what do you want out of the store? Hey, like, where would you like to go eat? What would you like to do? Shit like that, like if he's not looking at you like you are his dream girl, and anything that else is and everything else around him just ain't existing no more because he got you and his eyes. If he's not glued to you, baby, he's not him. He's not him. He's not him. If he's not asking you, if you're not perfect to him in his world, okay, he's not for you. He's not him. He's not him. You hear me, y'all? He has to light up. He has to be thrilled about you. He has to know, like, yes, this is the girl of my dreams. This is the woman that, like, I would do anything for. Like, man. Yeah. Because it's like if he's not showing you that type of importance or value, then imagine what it's like for someone that could. Like, why would you be wanting to stay with somebody who's not showing you your importance and value? Why? Why? Why would anyone want to stay there? Also, I would even add he's not him if he don't have a relationship with God. This should have been the first one. Okay? I'm sorry, God. Don't be disappointed. But, we got to see the best for last sometimes, too. God. But, like, if you don't got a relationship with God or any type of disciplinary system where he holds himself to a certain system of values, morals, principles, beliefs that keep him grounded in developing a consistent type of character, because this is all about character, and this is why concluding here makes sense, because people who do not have a relationship with their self, their inner self, I ain't talking about the outer appearance. Oh, he dressed nice. Oh, he got nice jewelry on. He got the nice shades. He got a nice haircut. He got nice fresh locks and chains and whatever shoes and designer that and like I'm not talking about having a relationship to the physical appearance, to the outer self. I'm talking about the inner self that um needs um knowledge, education, uh systems of beliefs to follow, to learn from, to develop self mastery. And I feel like that relationship with God in general is so important because if a man with no relationship to God, he cannot be your peace. A man who is not grounded in himself and rooted in the character that he has disciplined himself to be or become, he's going to bring chaos into your life. A man's job is not only to provide, but is also to protect. So that means protecting your peace, protecting your energy, protecting your health, protecting you overall. And so a man who is not rooted in faith, where he's spiritually uh, um, where he's spiritually molded in a way that is uh, inspirational and light and positive and healthy and wanting to be accountable in not just his relationship with himself, but in his relationship to others. You feel me? So it's like that relationship to self, you always want to check a man for. How much time is he giving himself? What does his private time look like? Is he just on the game all day? Is that what his solitude and time looks like? Is just being on the game, talking about, what he can feed his flesh with? Or like what does his solo time look like? Is he doing things to feed and pour into his spirit, his soul? Is he taking time to be introspective, reflect on the week, on his interactions, his relationships, applying those lessons, how he can be a better person and overall just like, support to those around him? Or is he just all about himself, what he wants to eat, what he wants to do, what he wants to play with? You get me? There's a difference between a man and a boy. A boy just gonna be sitting there thinking about what he can play with and what he gonna eat. But a man is gonna think about how can he better equip equip himself with the things that those around him need from him. He's going to be thinking about how he can set himself up to be what others can depend on. He's going to be investing into himself so he can invest back into other people. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with playing a game, having a drink, relaxing, watching a game even. Those things are good, but he should also still have space and room that he specifically makes for that time to connect with God, to build that relationship with God, to a system that holds him accountable, to follow certain principles that keep him checked. Because if he's the one, if he ain't being checked by God, who checking him? It ain't about to be you. Ladies, do not put yourself in a position to check no man, to tell no man what he should and should not be doing. He knows, and if he don't know, he don't want to fucking find out because the answers are out there for him to seek. Hello. Facts, amazing. Thank you. Okay, the fellas are saying I'm dropping facts. So yeah, that I think that should be the first sign, but we're gonna leave it that one as the last one because all of that I said before leading to this last point is showing you a man who does not have a relationship to his inner self, who does not have a goal, who does not have hell, even a future. Because if he did, his relationship with God would be paving the way for it, and it would be opening him up to creating and becoming the person he needs to be able to lead a home, a family, and have a wife. So, him is a man who is marriage material, a man that Even as a woman, we have to hold ourselves accountable to become the versions of ourselves that would attract these type of men and also keep them. We have to release our own limitations when it comes to trying to be patient with these not him versions. Um, we can see their potential, right? But we have to leave behind that even to know that like potential means the timing is not on point. The timing is off. So fuck the saying wrong time, right person, wrong time. No, wrong time is wrong person. If that person's not ready and able, then hell, they just missed you. They just missed you. It's just a miss. It's just a miss. It's there's nothing to it. It's there's no waiting. There's no praying and hoping he figures out that you're the one that he should get inspired and get motivated to change for and become that man that you want him and need him to be. No, it means move on immediately because he's not him. And ladies, another thing is if he is him, this is another thing about character, a man's character, and why this is so important for us because a man with a good character, a well-rounded, grounded, developed, secure in himself, and is responsible for himself and all of his life dealings, from money to business to family to relationships, whatever he's participating in, he's being responsible for it, he's taking care of it, and he's making sure his reputation, above all else, is staying clean and consistent with who he know he is and who he know he's becoming. Okay? There's no going backwards with a man that is him. A man who is him will inspire you to go forward, will inspire you to even do better, will even help you achieve your goals, like I said. Like, and this is something that all women want naturally. He's not him if he's not inspiring you, if he's not motivating you, if he's not contributing stability, peace. Because, like I said, a man with no relationship to his inner self, to God, his faith, he don't got to be Christian, but he just has to have morals, values, and some of them I'm gonna throw out there. He got to believe in respect. If you respect yourself, you're going to respect whoever you choose to deal with. You're not going to disrespect them. You're going to, if loyalty, you know, proving to people that you are trustworthy and being consistent about that, because that is what helps produce loyalty, is knowing that you are dependable and people can rely on you and people can expect from you that you will be there, and that you'll be consistent. Um, Honesty, somebody who will tell you honestly how they feel, what their intentions are, what they're processing, checking in with you, like being able to have difficult conversations. Somebody who takes it's not even about being serious because I don't even like that concept of being serious, but just somebody who is conscious of themselves and conscious of their relationships to people and wants to authentically place situations in their life where they belong instead of forcing things along where they're out of placement. You know, people who are real, people who have real values, real morals, real um, um, principles, you know, that they stand on. You want to be in company of somebody who you know is not going to play about you because they don't play about themselves. Yes, and that's absolutely. As a man, we have a comment saying, I'd consistently fulfill the personal needs of my girl. I'd also further foster her intellectual, emotional, and spiritual development." All right, ladies, A man said it, he has spoken. It's out there. And that's what is the standard. Your standards don't need to be lowered if he's not him. If he's not him, baby, send him on so he can discover who he is because he don't even know yet. And people who are secure in themselves, like I'm saying, when they have invested in themselves, they're not afraid of investing into you. Even as a woman, I can say that because I know things about health, herbalism, healing yourself naturally, things like that. Because I know certain things that I know not everybody may know. But if they're going to be in my life, I'm going to offer this. I'm going to contribute this knowledge. I'm going to contribute whatever I've invested in myself with into them too. I'm going to speak to my partner or my friends and family member the way that I speak to myself. I'm going to share. So this is by default. If he's him, he's going to already have the healthy habits, healthy mindset, and willingness to even support you, help you develop and become who you want to be, so you guys can grow together. If he's not him, if he don't have a growth mindset, research that. You can find that. You should learn about that. If he ain't got grit, if he ain't got a growth mindset, and if he doesn't have and if he doesn't trust his own discernment, he's not him. Because if he chooses you and then all of a sudden realizes, oh, I don't want this, after he's already been like putting himself into you, or he's been pushing himself onto you, or he's been, doing things where he's been taking from you as if he's willing to reciprocate more, but he knows he's not. Okay, yeah. Yeah. No. No. Understand, men are givers. Men are not supposed to be takers. That's all I got to say about that. Men are givers. As soon as you feel like a man is taking from you, he's not him. Right. Like he's not him. He's not him. If he can't trust his own discernment, where it's like all of a sudden he got cold feet because he don't know if you're the right person for him, if he's really what you want, if he can't live up to your standards, he can't provide for you, he's not in a position to meet your needs or even ask you what your needs are, because some they don't even want to ask you hardly. Like if he's not interested in you, like I said, he's not him. And yeah, ultimately you don't want somebody who's not him. You don't. Because people who are not him, ladies, they will only try to break you down to make you think you're not her. And that's the problem, is that you're not her. So that's why I'm not him. They try to reverse mentality, like reverse psychology you, and flip it so that you think you're the problem. And now you're over here doing the pick Misha. And we ain't doing pick Misha shit. Let it go. I want you to have him, not the wannabe him. Because the him is ready and willing and able and should be so excited to have you, to be able to show you something that you've never seen, you've never experienced, you've never had, or you've never felt. He should be excited and ready to give you new experiences and show you what a man is supposed to be. It's that simple. A man's comment here says we gotta move around our girl based off of facts about her rather than false observations. Yes, ladies and gents, remember, you might see her throw something or do something, you're like, oh, she's angry, she's upset. Before you jump to a conclusion, please ask. Because yeah, you guys make observations and you guys think you know us and what we're feeling, but we just do shit a lot of the times and we don't even know why, or we just do it playfully and we're just kind of like random, or just it was a mood and now it's gone, whatever. But it's like, yeah, you got to be sure to ask a woman, and men too, like, hey, so how are you feeling? What did you feel about this? Like whatever your observation is, please make sure you're asking for confirmation. Like, okay, is this what I think it is? Like, am I seeing this correctly? Am I understanding you correctly? Because yeah, assumptions can definitely be hurtful. But either way, he's not him if he's not providing, protecting, and putting you up on a pedestal to show you that you are the only girl in the world and that you're amazing and you're sweet and you deserve good things, you deserve good treatment, and you deserve somebody who's going to come into your life to change it for the better and to help you achieve your life goals and live the life of your dreams. If you're not the dream woman of his life and he doesn't want to give you the world of your dreams, run immediately because we ain't got time. There's too many people out here who will like you way more than the one that you thought was him. Mwah. Love you.